India have been the best test team in the world in the last few years, almost achieving everything possible. Winning in Australia, leading a series in England. New Zealand, they haven't done well recently, but they have ticked that box earlier, winning a series over there as well. The home dominance was always there. But if there's something Virat Kohli and co are worried about, it's winning a series in South Africa. None of the past captains could do that so far, and Virat Kohli will be saying, can we do this time, because we have a great opportunity. The same South African dominance at home has not been there. South Africa a weaker side than what they were before. Can we trouble South Africans on their shores? And that's something that's going to be on the checklist of Virat Kohli and co. And I feel they have a great chance to do that. Let's analyze and let's see how do they have a big chance to do something unbelievable. Let's analyze India first, the squad first. Let's make that first 11 and then see how India have actually put a squad together for South Africa. Rahul and Mayank Agarwal are your openers because there's no Rohit Sharma. Now remember that's a big dig for India in their batting lineup, because Rohit Sharma has been phenomenal in 2021. From 2018, Rohit Sharma has been really good in Test cricket. So that's why I'm feeling that Rohit Sharma's absence can trouble India in this series. Number 3, Chiteshwar Pujara. That solidity is required at number 3. If he doesn't score runs, probably Rahul Dravid will be looking at it and saying, we need to make a few changes here. But to start with, Pujara at number 3 is perfect. Number 4, Virat Kohli owns that spot. 55 average in South Africa. You cannot leave a batsman like that out of the team. And obviously he's the captain of the side, so he's going to steam in and going to try his best to score that 71st century. I think number 5 is where stuff will become tricky for India. Shreyas Iyer or Ajinkya Rahane? Ajinkya Rahane is somebody you look at and say, experience. We need experience in our side against South Africa. In South Africa, experience is the thing that's going to work. You look at Shreyas Iyer, and the first thing, he's in form. An in-form batsman in South Africa is very, very important. Somebody who can score runs. That's going to be a bit of a toss-up for Virat Kohli, Ajinkya Rahane or Shreyas Iyer. Rishabh Pant at number 6 owns that spot. Number 7, now you don't have Jadeja, you don't have Akshar Patel. And basically you don't play so many spinners in South Africa. You go with 4 quicks, and that's what I'm going to go with in this first test. Number 7, Shardul Thakur. You need that all-rounder who can bat and can bowl those Vernon Philander kind of deliveries in South Africa, and that's something Shardul Thakur can do. Number 8, Ashwin. You need that one spinner. I know South Africa is a fast bowling paradise kind of a place, but you need Ashwin at number 8 because he's somebody who can take wickets in any sort of conditions. 9, 10, 11. You have to choose between Ishant, Shami, Bumrah and Siraj, 3 of them. I'm going with Shami, Bumrah and Siraj to start with. And if something goes haywire, you have Ishant as backup for the next 2 test matches. And that's the reason I'm going with Shami, Bumrah and Siraj to start with, because I feel all 3 of them have been magnificent. Now when you look at South Africa, the first thing that comes to your mind is Steyn, Morkel, Philander. How do you face that bowling? Kallis, Amla, Smith, De Villiers, you can't get these guys out. And now if you look at South Africa, you see, none of them are there. It's complete new side. Everybody's retired from that class of unbelievable players that South Africa used to produce, and now there's a complete new set of blokes. They all are pretty good. They're playing for the South African international team. Obviously have to be great, but are they as good as their seniors? That's something that South Africa have to look on. Dean Elgar, Aiden Markram, Rasik van der Dusen, Tem Bavuma. They control the batting, and Quinton de Kock as well for that first test match, because de Kock is also leading up that first test match, and that can be very troublesome for South Africa because they're already lacking good enough and quality batting, and that's something that's going to trouble them as well. But these 4 or 5 players are the ones South Africa are looking at and saying, you guys get the runs, we will manage in these conditions, our bowlers can defend, because the pitch is going to offer a lot for the South African bowlers. Now bowling, so when the seniors are not there, the ball's going to go in Rabada's hand and say, can you do something what Dale Steyn used to do? Can you nip that ball around? Can you make it really tough for the Indian batsman? Rabada, he has to respond in the best way possible, because Rabada is going to be key for South Africa in those conditions. Anrich Nortje, a big name, he was there, but unfortunately because of a certain injury, Anrich Nortje is not going to be there, and I'm so disappointed. To see Nortje bowling quick in front of those Indian batsmen was something that I wanted to see. Nortje was with Virat Kohli, these sort of battles on that South Africa tricky, spicy pitch. Nortje is not there, so Rabada has so much to do himself. Lungi Ngidi is there. He has some sort of support, and in South Africa, even an average bowling lineup can do really well because that pitch provides so much for those fast. Where's the first test match being held? Super Sport Park, Centurion. Now what happened the last time India went to Super Sport Park to play a test match against South Africa? South Africa batted first, scored 300 plus in the first inning. India got to 300 as well because of a magnificent century by Virat Kohli, 150 himself. Then South Africa came on to bat. AB de Villiers was brilliant in that second innings, got South Africa to 250, and India were blown away by reverse swing in the 4th innings, and well, they did succumb. They could not even make 150 properly, and then they lost that test match by 130 runs, and that's important in South Africa. Those first innings runs are so important. Now the key to scoring runs in South Africa, unlike other places, is you have to score runs fast because the pitch is so spicy that there is one ball that has your name on it, it's going to nick you off, or it's going to come back and hit that pad, or it's going to go between bat and pad and hit those stumps. And that's why you need to score fast in South Africa. Now, if you are a stats lover, go back to that 2018 series and see the ones who scored the runs. Virat Kohli scored runs, Hashim Amla scored runs, AB de Villiers was magnificent. The players who scored runs in that series scored them quickly at a strike rate of 70, 60, minimum 50, but not less than that, because they know that we need to get on with stuff. We need to start scoring runs because there is going to be that one ball that's going to, sort of pitch on off stump, come back sharp on middle stump and it's going to get me out. It's going to pitch on middle stump, go away, has me out in the slips. And that's the reason they need to score runs quickly in South Africa. And that's what India are going to look at. That's what South Africa are going to look at. Let's see who prevails. For me, I think India are winning that first test match, but it's going to be something very, very spicy. Can India do something remarkable? Let's see. Enjoy this cricketing fun. Do like, share and comment. And do subscribe the channel and press the notification bell for my further videos.